Here's your Spurs news, opinions, headlines, providing the latest top news all in one place. Thank you, Chris, for this opportunity. I'm Harry Scarfe, football content creator, YouTuber, and football writer. Let's get straight into it. Firstly, Athletic UK report the Tottenham Hotspur have ended their relationship with Ross Child and Co. And the Premier League club say they do not need the multinational merchants bank financial advice because they're not for sale. Europa League winners have been removed from the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium and replaced with 2025 NFL London Games advertisement. Congratulations to Tottenham defender Radio Dragusin and his partner Leona on their engagement. So here's where Tottenham are in the Champions League phase table after match day 2. Tottenham find themselves in 9th position with 4 points on the board, a positive 1 goal difference after 2 games. It's a win against Villarreal 1-0 and then a 2-2 draw against Bodo Glimt so far for Tottenham in the Champions League to find themselves, if things stand, in the first place of the knockout playoffs place and 1 out position out of the last 16 going through automatically. Next, Nottingham Forest midfielder Morgan Gibbs-White has opened up about his failed transfer to Tottenham Hotspur. Morgan Gibbs-White said it was a really stressful time for me personally and my family. There were a lot of things that happened behind the scenes in my personal life. It was difficult to focus on football. In reality, your family is everything and you have to put them first. That is the decision I made to be with my wife and newborn son. That is what happened in the summer. Kevin Danso has praised the mentality which Tottenham head coach Thomas Frank has imprinted on the squad. Kevin Danso said hard work, stay in the game no matter what the situation, state of the match is. Mickey van de Ven said Spurs are happy with a point against Bodo Glimt. Van de Ven said when you go 2-0 down away from home in the Champions League and you fight back to 2-2, it's a good point that you have to take. Thomas Frank said that Bodo Glimt were better in a period, but he's pleased with Spurs' character. Frank said when you're 2-0 down in the Champions League away from home, I think you need to be happy with that point. So those are your headlines then. We've crammed in a lot all in one. So let's go through a few of them. What we've got, Europa League winners, shame that's been removed for NFL advertisement as well. I mean, you can't even blame Daniel Levy for that. You hope that he'll be back. I'm hoping we're keeping that up until, we got to that Europa League final this year. Congratulations to Radio Dragusin. I think we start the Champions League campaign well, and against Bodo Glimt, I think you take that point. However, at the start of the day, I would have expected us to win, if I've been totally honest with you. Interesting to hear from Gibbs-White. It's not the first time he's opened up. People forget he's done it for TalkSport as well. Like he put his family first. I don't think he had much of a say in terms of he thought about his family. Mariaka's pushed him to stay. His family probably pushed him to stay for stability, so it's difficult for him. I agree with Van de Ven in terms of when you 2 down away from home Champions League, gets 2-2 is a good point. However, I don't want Tom to start having that poor mentality of accepting a point. I want him to go. I'm not necessarily blaming him. Look, we're happy with the point, but at the end of the day, we need to be winning games like this. I'd rather him be a little bit more honest with that. But Frank's right as well. You need to be happy with that. I think very similar message coming out of everyone of the club. But that's your Spurs news, opinions, headlines. For me, Harry Scarfe. Please follow me at Harry Scarfe22 across all socials. I also have my YouTube channel, Harry Scarfe. Thank you, Chris, as always.